Someone asks, where does forgiveness fit in to all of this? Well, what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is unconditional love. So reflect on your life and see how there are some people that you can forgive, that you have forgiven, and there are others who you cannot forgive, others who you have not forgiven. Now, sometimes the blind spot is that maybe there's nobody that you can't forgive, but that would possibly be excluding yourself. Sometimes that the one that we can't forgive is ourself, which is why I say that forgiveness is unconditional love. Because when you say, I can't forgive that person, I can't forgive so-and-so, what you're really saying is, I just can't love them. I can't love that person. I can't love him. I can't love her. I can't love myself. So that would be the fear to love. There's a resistance. If forgiveness is unconditional love, then that would mean that there's resistance to unconditional love. What is resisting to love unconditionally? What is resisting unconditional love? I can love that person because they didn't do that bad action. But that person did that bad action. And for that reason, I can't love them. See? That's a condition. That would be making love conditional. Sure, you don't have to like the action, but that doesn't stop you from loving them. So unconditional love is forgiveness. Now, in truth, what you are is forgiveness. What you are is unconditional love. So there's something that's resisting what you truly are. And that's why it doesn't feel good to hold on to grudges. When you hold on to a grudge, it's because you haven't let go. Haven't let go of this judgment. And that judgment is the resistance to love. Love is the absence of judgment. I can't love them because XYZ. That because XYZ is the judgment. That because XYZ is the reason why you can't love. And that reason, any reason, is a condition. So you're creating the condition. Without that reason, there's just unconditional love. But the reason is a condition. And that reason is the judgment. I can't love because enter the condition. So that's the resistance to love. That's actually suppressing love. See, what you are is unconditional love. Forgiveness is natural. Forgiveness is effortless. See, it takes effort to hold on to a grudge. That's why it's so exhausting to hold on to a grudge. It's so tiring to hold on to a grudge. It's such a burden to hold on to that grudge. Why can't I just let it go? Why can't I just forgive? That forgiveness, or I should say that lack of forgiveness, that resistance to forgive, well, that resistance is what maintains the sense of separation. That inability to forgive, that inability to let go, that's maintaining, sustaining this sense of a me and an other. And really, unconditional love is the absence of other. Really, what you are is unconditional love. And unconditional love knows no other. There is no other. So your inability to forgive her or him is actually your inability to love yourself, because the him or her actually is you. That is you. So to see yourself as the other, to see the other as yourself, is love. To not judge the other is love. To forgive the other is love. By forgiving the other, you are forgiving yourself. By forgiving the other, you are loving yourself. To hold on to that grudge and judge and fear loving the other, it's what maintains this sense of separation. It's what creates this division, saying there's a me and there's another. But you see, that doesn't feel good. Fearing the other doesn't feel good. Loving the other feels good. Love feels good. Holding on to this grudge doesn't feel good. There's a heaviness that you feel. Holding on to this grudge, carrying the past around, burdened by all of this weight, feeling the closeness, the coldness. That's what doesn't feel good. But you see, to forgive the other, it's like, oh, what a relief. It's like you can finally put down that weight. Just put down the grudge. Forgive. It's just water under the bridge. You're offloading all of this weight. You're offloading this burden. which is why it's so powerful to see the other as yourself. Even if at this point it's not your direct experience of that oneness, but it's powerful to live like that. It might not be your direct experience. It might not be true for you, but it's worth experimenting to live as if it is true, and then just see for yourself how that feels. Or is there something that's afraid of living as if that's true? Then you'll start seeing that resistance. What is it that's fearing that truth? What is it that's resisting that truth? Well, the truth is love. Love is the truth. So it's the same resistance that is resisting love. The resistance of truth is the resistance of love. But the resistance is something that you are doing. And when that resistance is surrendered, there's a surrendering to love. There's a surrendering to truth. When there's a surrendering of that resistance, there is no resistance. There's the absence of resistance. And the absence of resistance is happiness. That's why it feels so good to love. That's why love feels good. Hopefully this helps. See you in the next one.